Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Monday, Country Sunday, number 4 day for this month of September 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense pass king, Mr. No Kony. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people across the globe, una welcome once again. We come for this new week with the past week of bloodiness as La République du Cameroon, they ran kill a total of 15 Ambazonian youths from Kumba to Kony. The killing for Kumba in particularly, it be very troubling. This one, na a young man, where she done for bar, her people they play draft, it begin to talk about lockdown, say they talk say lockdown, it go there for inside Kumba. Because of that talk way talk some people them report it for the Cameroon terrorists beat them. Then catch it, then kill it, throw away their body for 3 corner for Fiango. Now just innocent civilian, where either the day in open, it do his small business, it try for manage, it do work them for around quarter. The Cameroon military, they ran catch it, kill it. And the Kunyam titles and the Cameroon propagandists, they ran go further for talk say, Sakri somewhere, when are the name for the young boy with Kili, say be being a commander for Ambazonian group for Indiki, Bonge, for Kony. Would he see once again, say boy where it is stay for town for Kumba, where he nobody ever go for stay for village. Somehow, after the Cameroon terrorists beat them, then kill it, throw away their body for street, for demonstrating an Ambazonian fighter, a practice where it be against international law, for humiliate our people them. While this practice for Cameroon military it become normal, our so-called traditional ruler them, where they know say when you put their body for road, you desecrate the land, all of them, they go down quiet. This boy have never gone to Kony village or Indiki as La République, their propagandists, they try to justify a killing. The Cameroon military, they kill our people at will. For show their people them for they say they walk. Merely because the life of our youth, they no matter, even for the state of Cameroon government. Extrajudicial killing, targeted killing, assassination, with any or no evidence, just a mere accusation, it then become a standard practice for the Cameroon government. What is happening fits the definition of a genocide. Our people must not accept this normal, but must continue to call on those who are making a career and a living, that they are representing them, whether it is a traditional doctor or a traditional ruler, whoever, or a priest or a pastor. If you cannot speak out for the death and killing of young innocent men, such as the young boy who was killed today in Fiango, if you cannot speak against a military that desecrate our land with the dead bodies of our youth, claiming they are fighting against Ambazonian fighters, then you should think and ask yourself, what is your purpose within the community? We saw the same Cameroon colonial military doing this thing in their history with the Bamileke. In our own land, we thought that our people who call themselves in particular men of God are bold to speak for the oppressed. And young innocent boys such as the one who was killed in Fiango, yet they stay silent. Yet tomorrow they will come out to say that they are representing their people. Representing them for what? If a land is desecrated, the traditional rulers do not speak. Those who claim to be religious leaders cannot speak. Then they do not speak neither for the tradition or the God they claim they are saving. May the soul of this young one rest in peace. There have also been the killing of 4 youths in a village in Kony. We began bring this issue for this village a couple of times ago, where the villagers they be the complaint say this boy that can't set up camp for that village Na a very peaceful village where you no get Cameroon administration, you no get Cameroon terrorist military. The boy they ran there for 2 years without carrying out any attack against Cameroon terrorist military outposts out of that village or within that village when they come to pass or do their patrol. This group has specialized in harassing their people. Their record is not good. It's unfortunate that from information we gathered, the villagers, they decided to connive with the colonizer, the enemy state of La Republique, to target and kill their own. 2 of the boys who were killed, who had guns, were just simply hunters who were coming back from their forest, and they were killed along 2 of the fighters who had created a camp in that village. And this one make it be an education for our people. Yes, we don't try and we fail for use other Ambazonian camps them for arrest this boy the way they be just there for that village for terrorize people without any political ideology or without any affiliation with any groups. Normally groups like this, they call themselves say Restoration Force or say they do work with IG. But there is no proof to this particular village, this boy they be do work with any group. La Republique in their propaganda, they try to talk say na General Ekeko picking them for give them some legitimacy and tied them to the globe, to the general Ambazonian fight. These are boys who have nothing to do with General Ekeko, nothing to do with any organized Ambazonian organization in the diaspora. They were just people who created a group, calling it Amba Group, and did not use it to fight Cameroon military, but were terrorizing our people. And for our people them, for instance, Kony, me they understand say the 2 innocent people them way the Cameroon terrorists and catch them with then gun, kill them, hunted them. Those people, their blood then they for their head. We all know, say Cameroon military, na a military of terrorists. Turks, when they come for village or you invite them, you don't invite death and curse. They go kill the innocent, the one way looks strong. They will kill the one way eye is strong because their job now for break the spirit of the Anglophones, to reduce us to a captured people, a slave. They are not different from the colonial army of the British, the Germans who came into Africa, demolishing villages and bringing them under their control. If you call in the Cameroon military, you have committed high treason. There is no justification for calling or inviting the Cameroon terrorist military when we all know their trend, we all know their mandate to kill and to destroy every Ambazonian male. There is no justification for inviting Cameroon military. Our community have to fight. We have to do everything. And this should be a message that the people in Defanda, in Lombanje, that they should understand. And all other villages, any problem you have with any Ambazonian groups, we have always handled them, challenged them head on. There is no reason, no justification for anybody to involve the Cameroon terrorists in such matters of excesses. For other issue, news it come we will never yet clarify them, will never verify them, but it be of public interest. Say Mbesa Fondom for Insa Boyo, the government school for the man way it be for the like head teacher, Fonjam Eric, say they ran Kili together with John Mbonji. Say they kill them around Ijam Forest yesterday for Bello, because they be prepare for school resumption for Cameroon government school them. This information will never yet confirm them with the Ambazonian forces the way them be dominant for Insa Bello, and for we go get into the bottom of it and we go try for see what exactly it happened. We call and educate all Ambazonian forces them. Me then use proportional force to execute somebody because of school is against our principle and code of conduct and is counterproductive each time anybody use excessive force. There are other tactics and other effective way to enforce the laws that we put for the public interest. And make this one it be also a message for everybody where they try for work for Cameroon government school, when a teacher or a headmaster or in any capacity, for you for no say all Cameroon government school they don't be banned. No send your picking for Cameroon government school. No go resume work, even say you want go sign a book for go receive your salary. That explanation will never be accepted. If you take your food, you go for Cameroon government school, You attempt for open Cameroon government school, those people then go be arrested for treason and they go suffer the consequences of their crime. It be regrettable, say some people they don't die because of this issue. We not recommend say death penalty it be suited for this type of crime. But we believe say anybody we engage must face corporal punishment and a fine of at least 2 million colonial francs. Anybody we engage in this activity for Cameroon government school, please report those people, then we will take action. Will they get information we never yet be clarified because that information it come late? Say some quarter head where it dey for inside in the top 4. We not go call a name because we never yet verify, but now very important information. Say don't call people them, me then go clean GBHS in the top. It work for door to door. They call people them. If this is true, this quarter head should be arrested with immediate effect for assisting the colonial government of Cameroon to impose its education on our people against Ambazonian ban. We will verify this information once again before action we can recommend for action to be taken against this quarter head. All Cameroon government school are banned. Anybody we want teach for Cameroon government school, me you know say you go face consequences. You better go sit down for Yaoundé. Like the SDOs and the DOs, me them begin bring you to for Almoka for can teach. And would call on all parents for remove and not send their picking them for Cameroon government schools. Those schools are banned. We don't open community schools. You get Presbyterian schools, you get Catholic Baptist schools and private school them where they upheld for Ambazonian guidelines for open their door for teach our picking them and they be considerate in terms of school fees and for picking them where they be affected as IDPs them for give them consideration make all man go for school. And for the proprietors of these schools and the teachers, you also will face direct responsibility and consequences if you violate the Ambazonian guidelines. Your consequences will be even worse because you have compromised a very critical policy of public interest. The decision to open community school is something we fought so hard for. And there are still some extremists and hardliners who are fighting to even close these community schools. And anybody who give them some reason or any justification should do so with high penalty. Maintain your commitment and promise to not force students or engineer or work with the Cameroon government to force our students to wear uniforms. They must not wear uniform to sympathize and to demonstrate to the world that they are in solidarity with those voices in the bushes and the future of students who study in a country and a system with no future. Even more important, that they are in solidarity with all of our political prisoners who have been put in jail for standing up for the collective interests of our people. Paata Sang Wilfred is still in jail. The crisis or the war for our freedom and self-determination is ongoing. The principle for all for one for all is paramount. Now make I bring on some audio from Paata Sang Wilfred as he start this protest for education.
Well, the unions have asked parents to keep their children home and teachers will not be in school. The leisure community has decided that there should be ghost towns to dissuade those who would have been bought over or intimidated by the administration who would want to go to school from going to school. That is the purpose of the ghost towns tomorrow.
Now, are the teachers or the trade unionists planning to meet in a convivial atmosphere with the new negotiator, Gaga Manhaji?
You mentioned Gaga Haman. Minister Gaga Haman called me today to indicate that he wants to come and meet us, and we have told him that our doors are open for discussions, especially as he is officially sent by the head of state. Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So anytime soon?
As soon as he comes, we will meet with him and tell him what to tell the head of state, because we believe that the head of state has not been properly informed during all of this crisis.
So that one, it be been about Tasang Wilfred, Deacon Tasang Wilfred, elected official for represent all our teachers union and the education institution of Ambazonia, where they be called this ghost town and this school boycott. This will be very symbolic and it represent the aspiration of all other sectors for inside Ambazonia. The Cameroon government, in negotiation with them, be end as the Cameroon be criminalized the advocacy for our people's right of self-determination and for represent themselves, even for legitimate grievances. For over 7 years, the Cameroon government it done failed for defeat Ambazonia, it done failed for end the ghost town, it done failed for come back with the Cameroon government schools. 98% of Cameroon government schools have been closed and rejected by our people, and we will continue to resist until a just solution is found for our problems. It is about time for the Cameroon government to realize that military solution have not worked and will never ever work. The excuse Paul Biya was making was that they must use force because those who were representing the interests of the Anglophones have secession agenda. They should realize that the agenda of those who are fighting are for the interests of their people. Independence was picked up as the only solution because everything else have failed. It is recklessness to demand or to start war, but it is courageous to end one. The Cameroon government should come to their senses and understand that they will never rule the Anglophones without our consent. They will never deploy the administrators in our land without any risk. We will continue to resist Cameroon as long as it takes for us to exercise our right of self-determination and take part in basic decisions that will shape the future of our territory and the governance of our people. We shall resist until a just solution is found for sustainable peace that will meet up with the aspiration of our people. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.